So, how do we go from this to this? The first step, obviously, is cutting off the duckbill. You want to do it flush. Now, when you're left, you should be able to see where this this slope here stops and the different angle of the duckbill begins. You want to start the notch for the pin in the stock exactly where the duckbill changes angles, and you make this notch the same diameter as the pin, and that's what hooks the front of your magazine and keeps it solid. The next step, on the back, what you're going to want to do is trim some material off of the back side of the magazine catch. It's longer than it needs to be. Your next step is to file down the right side of this fence around the bolt catch tab on the follower of the magazine, and file down the side of the magazine catch. The reason for this is that you want the magazine to clear the arm for the bolt catch right there. So you can see the arm that's moving, and if you don't modify your magazine catch on the back of your magazine, then it's going to interfere with the movement, the free movement of that arm right there. And then another thing you want to do, and this is just good to do for all TAPCO magazines when you're modifying them for your gun, whether you have a SK-15, 17 or a regular SKS, is file material down off of this fence in the back. You can see how much thicker it is on a standard unmodified magazine, and you have to file it down a fair bit, and that just helps make sure that this fence is going to clear your bolt catch tab. It's not going to catch on it. Another thing that's helpful to do is to relieve some material from these corners right here, because that will let the follower ride up a little bit higher in your magazine well. There's a spot in the receiver that interferes with, and you'll see that when you put it together. But those are the two main things to fit these magazines for the SK-15, 17 system, is make sure you have clearance for your bolt catch, and make sure you have the notch in the right spot for the pin through the stock. And when you do that, they just work like normal. So the bolt catch catches on an empty magazine, and when you stick it in, you just use the bolt catch tab, drop the bolt on your first round, and if you do the drop 3 bolt mod on your bolt, then your magazine will come right out even with the bolt closed. But it's